Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to talk about the custom visualization in Power BI. Now, Power BI has all these visuals, but now let's say that you want to import a custom visual or you want to don't use these basic visuals that are presented over here. So then in that case, what would you do? So in this session, we are going to talk about the infographic designer, which is a custom visual by Microsoft itself. So to bring a custom visual over here, you can click over here on the three dots, and over here you will be getting an option of get more visuals. So if you click over here, it would open that store for you where you can get all the visuals. So over here, you can see the app source visuals, the organization visuals, which is basically the visuals that your organization is using. All the visuals over here. Here you can search the visual by going in the search option. Now the visual that I'm going to import is the infographic designer, but you can find multiple visuals over here though. So for example, let's say that you want to use this histogram, but you don't want to use the histogram which is already inside the Power BI, then you can use this histogram option. Then again, we have some other options. For example, this dynamics maps, which is provided by the Google Maps. So if you don't want to use the original maps that is presented inside Power BI, you can use these maps or the flow maps as well. I'll go to the search option and I will type infographic designer, and you can see the infographic designer, which is by Microsoft Corporation. Click over here, and then you will find all the additional details related to this visual and how can you use this visual, basically the pricing information, the provider information. And you can see over here that what exactly is unique about this visual is that you can add multiple shapes to your bar charts and other charts. So for example, that, let's say I'm clicking on add for now, and you will find this visual over here. So it has been added, it is telling me import successful. So to give an example, I have created a bar chart over here. In this bar chart, I'm showing the category wise sales, and I cannot customize it too much. I can just remove the background, add some different colors. That's all I can do with this visual, or maybe add an background as well. But now let's say that I'm using this infographic designer. I click over here and I'm creating the same visual with the help of this. So to create same visual, what I do is in category, I'm putting the category wise sales. So I'll put the category option over here, and in the measure, I'm putting sales. So you can see it has created a similar kind of visualization for me. And these both look similar. The only difference is these lines are showing in this. Now, what exactly is unique about this visual? So if you come over here, you will find this pencil option, which basically says edit mark. If you click over here, now it is giving you multiple editing options. So the first option is of shape. So right now, the shape by default is showing as this bar. But if you click over here, you can change the shape to any shape which is given over here. So these are in various categories. First one is the basic, next is the biz and tech, then you have the food and drinks option, you have the household options and nature options. So if you are working with the weather data, you can put these options. We have the people, so if you are working with the gender wise information of any sort of things, you can use these options as well. Then I have the transportation options, and also if you don't have the required symbol over here, what you can do is you can also upload it from over here, and then when you will upload, it would show you the uploaded ones over here in the upload. Right now, since I'm talking about the sales, I will go in the biz and tech, and I'd use this currency option. So these coins I can choose, and you can see the sales bars have been now converted into these coins. So this is the first thing that you can do. Now let's say that you want to provide a different shape to each of the category. For that, you have this data binding off option. If you click over here, you'll find this data binding field. Over here you can put category, and over here you can customize, like for technology you want to see the coins, and for furniture you want to see it like the bag. Then for the office supplies, let's say if you want to see it in the form of this currency note, you can select all these informations and you can click on apply, and it would change the different logos for you. Now let's select none option and click on apply, so it can reflect back the original thing that we did. Then the next one is the multiple units. So if you just click on it, you can see now I have these multiple units. So previously it was showing just a single image, now it is showing me the multiple images over here. Then we have the unit counts by, it is the row and columns. Then we have the amount in columns. So again, it would increase it and it would also reflect the account. But I don't want to see it like this because In this way, I won't be able to easily judge what is the sales done by each category as well. So I'll choose row and column. Then we have the row count. So how many rows are reflecting over here? Currently we have one row for each of the category. You can just select this part, and over here you can put in the custom information. So let's say if you want to provide two rows, so you can provide two rows as well. Let's keep it as auto for now. Then also you can customize the units per row. So let's say I want to see 2 units per row. So I can put in the value 2 over here, and you will see now I have two columns basically. So that is called units per row, 2 units per row. Then the fill percentage. So if you don't want to apply any fill percentage over here, you can select the option none. If you want to show the sum of sales option over here, you can see this. You can see the value is decreasing over here. It is showing you the image based on the percentage, the complete percentage. It is not reflecting the whole image, but it is also removing some parts over here, reflecting how much sales is done. Let's keep it as none for now. Then the value color. So if you want to change the color of these values, you can click over here and you can change the values. Also, if you want to keep individual values for every category, you can click on this data binding off. You can select category, and over here you have this option to change the color for each category separately. Click on OK after applying the colors, and now I can click on apply, and this would change the colors for each category. Currently, I am turning it off by clicking on none option and go back. Then we have the unit background option. So if you want to add any particular background to it, so what I'll do is I'll just close it for now. I will expand the size so that those things can be easily viewed. Again, I will come over here and I will choose the unit background. So you will see a background has now been applied to it. If you want to change the color of that background, you can also control the color of that background as well. Then if you want to make the edges of this background curved, we also have the option of round corners. Then let me turn it off for now. Then we have the keep ratio option, which is basically adjusting the image over here. So when you will be putting a single image, then you will be able to see the effect over here much better way. Then we have compact the units, which would be basically compressing these images. So this is basically customizing the image. Then we also have the fill direction. So let's say that you have used this fill percentage option. Now you can see that it is trying to fill it from bottom to top. So if you come over here in the fill direction, you can change this. You can put it from left to right. You can put it from right to left, top to bottom, and from bottom to top as well. So this is only coming up when we are filling the percentage. The next one is the layout option. So this was all about the format option. Then we have the layout option. So basically, if you want to adjust this image, you can provide some padding over here, and you can just put it like how much bound it is to which part, basically inner or outer. So then it would put some values over here. So let me not change it for now. Then also we have some more options to add a text over here. So I'm not able to see what exactly is the sales done by each category. So you can come over here, you have this insert text option. So which would be basically putting in the text. Then if you go to the format option, it would give you all the options related to the text formatting. First we are looking at the shape formatting. Now we are looking at the text formatting. So here you can change the text color. You can change what exactly is shown in the text. So right now I want to see the sales over here. So over here I will click and I'll change, and I will turn off the data binding. Over here I will put the sum of sales. Now it would show me the sum of sales. You can see it is providing me the sum of sales. It would also tell me that up to what decimal places do you want to see it. So let's say I want to see it till 1 decimal place. I will click on apply, click on back. Then also I can change the font size. So let me keep the font size as 15. Then to change the font alignment, over here I have this alignment option. Also I have this vertical alignment option, which would be basically bringing my text from top to bottom to middle. So wherever it suits your need, you can adjust the text. Then we have the font style. If you want to make it italic or oblique, you can do it. Then we also have the font weight, basically making it bolder. So this is how you can add the images over here in terms of shape. and also you can customize the text. So this is one of the custom visuals that you can use, and it is by Microsoft itself. There are multiple custom visualizations which are present inside the Power BI. To use it, what you need to do is you need to go in the get more visuals, and over here you have this get more visuals option. Over here you can select any visual that you want to import. So for example, let's say again I want to import another one, which basically, let's say I want to import the state picker. So I can select this, and then I can click on add option, and then it would reflect in my workspace. So you can add it over here. And if it is not free, what you can do is you can also buy it from over here. Then at any point of time, if you want to just delete that visual out of your workspace, what can you do? So I think it is hanged a bit. So let's say if you want to remove this visual, what you can do is you can click over here and you can select remove a visual. It would give you the list of all the visuals that you have imported from the app sources. You can select it and you can click on remove, so it would remove that visual. And remember, it is removing it from over here, but all the reports that you have created with the help of that visual would also be affected. So don't remove the visual suddenly from over here if you have any report created with the help of that visual. So this was all about importing a custom visual in Power BI. Thank you.